Hey guys, this is what happened, but you weren't here, so you missed it. I had a little shopping adventure with Granny today. I took Granny to her cancer doctor because Granny is a survivor and everything checked out great. So after that, we headed over to Price Chopper and picked up a few items. We had a little ladies' luncheon. Actually, I had a cup of coffee and Granny had lunch because I don't eat lunch till like 3 o'clock and it's like 2 o'clock right now. But I picked up some good stuff here. I got some of these batamte, which means tasty, garlic dill pickles. Let me tell you, nobody makes pickles like Jewish people. They are amazing, and I'm not just saying that because I grew up in New York. If you were to buy a jar of the pickles like that you get on the shelf, you know, like Heinz or whatever, and then you have like some of these from the refrigerator section, you'd be like throwing it out in the garbage because these are like the best ever. I also managed to convince Granny about how great Downy Unstoppables is. This stuff is amazing. Nobody does fabric softener like Downy. No one. And it's a unique smell. Even their new flavors, smells are really, really good. And I find that nothing lasts like Downy when you use Downy in your laundry. So those are like $7 almost for one of those. And I managed to find it for like under $6. So goodbye, right? I think it was like $5.49. And I was like, oh man, I should get like a whole bunch of these. But tonight, you can see here, we're having Greek pita bread, and I got whole wheat, so Granny didn't have to crab. I got some tomatoes, and cucumber, and sour cream, or I could use Greek yogurt because I'm going to be making my world-famous tzatziki sauce. I don't know if I told you guys my recipe for tzatziki sauce, but it's really good. And the reason why I know it's really good is because one summer when my mother-in-law was staying over, we made souvlaki. I think we made chicken souvlaki, and I made we made stuffed grape leaves, and I made my tzatziki sauce, and she was like, "Oh my God, this was the best tzatziki sauce that I ever had." It's from a recipe that I got from a Greek bed and breakfast online, so it's pretty amazing if I do say so myself. Got some spicy stuff here, some chunky salsa, some sriracha for the next time that I make Thai noodles. I really, really like this blue cheese Italian vinaigrette. It's like the deliciousness of a nice blue cheese dressing, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't want all the creaminess. Sometimes you just want, like especially, I like to put my pasta in my salad bowl. So the vinegar and the pasta are just amazing. So having that when I have pasta is amazing. So you should try it if you haven't tried that already. They also had the Thomas's English muffins. Buy one, not get one free, get 2 free. So I got 3 packages of those for $3.79. That's crazy, right? I saved over $7, $7 and change. I love when it says buy one, get one free. Or buy one, get 2 free. They also make bagels in the store, and they are amazing. They had the special of buy 6, get 6 free. And this is an onion bagel that they have, and you can just onion poppy. It's just amazing. That is a freaking New York bagel right there. They know how to do New York bagels, and not many supermarkets do. So very excited about my shopping trip. And I guess I'm going to show you I'm making souvlaki tonight. So I guess we'll check back in later. Alright guys, so here's my recipe for tzatziki sauce like I promised. These are the ingredients you're going to need. Some chopped garlic. Obviously if you've got like fresh garlic and you want to do this yourself, that's perfectly okay too. As well as if you have fresh dill and you want to use fresh dill, you don't have to use the I call it powdered dill. So you're going to need a whole cucumber. You're going to need this size container. This is actually 17.6 ounces of the Fei yogurt. I mean, you could use any kind you want, Chobani. You can use 0 fat. This one happens to be 2% fat. If you don't have Greek yogurt, you can use sour cream. You can use light sour cream. However, I wouldn't use the no fat sour cream because that just doesn't taste right. Some lemon juice. Again, if you've got fresh lemon, go with the fresh. Some salt and pepper, and you're all set. So the first thing you're going to want to do is peel your cucumber and cut it in half, scoop out the seeds, and sprinkle some salt on the top of it so that it will dry out the cucumber and draw out the water. Alright, so here's the cucumber after you let it sit with the salt on it, and you can see that it's sucking a lot of the juice out of that. So what you want to wait at least half an hour. So you're going to rinse that off under some cool water and dry it with some paper towels. You can skip that step, but I guarantee your finished sauce is going to be way watery, like after it starts to gel. And nobody wants watery tzatziki. Everyone wants thick, delicious tzatziki. Alright, so I've got the cucumber in the food processor. You don't need a food processor to do this. You could chop it by hand, make it as big or as little as you like it. Some people like big slices of cucumbers. I like little slices. And I'm just going to pulse that. Pretty fine. Alright, so there's the cucumber, and I've already put in the lemon juice. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I've got about a teaspoon of dill and a teaspoon of garlic chopped up. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put in the Greek yogurt. Remember, you can use sour cream if you want. Some people use a combination. I guarantee you, though, if you use Greek yogurt, it won't be as runny as if you'd use sour cream, because Greek yogurt is a lot thicker than sour cream. So I'm going to put the rest of the yogurt in there, and then we'll blend it. Alright, make sure you give your empty yogurt container to your dog for recycling. You're welcome, Flash. And we got all the ingredients in there, so we're just going to mix it up until it's beautiful and creamy. Put it in a pretty bowl, because it's all about pretty. If it doesn't look good, you're not going to want to eat it. And then let that sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. That's the important part. That's when the flavors all get a chance to mesh together. So don't skip that step. And one more thing. I forgot to tell you guys, salt and pepper to taste. I put a little bit of pepper. You're probably not going to have to add salt, because the cucumber gets a little bit salted when you do that step with putting the salt on the cucumber. If you skip that step, you're going to have to add extra salt. Alright, so we're all ready to put it together. Here is the meat that we're using. It's the Gardein Homestyle Beefless Tips. I swear to you, this tastes just like the lamb that they use at the Greek restaurant. I don't know how they do it, but when we tasted it the other day, we were like, oh my god, this is incredible. This tastes more like the lamb than when I make real lamb. So we've got our pita over here, and it's loaded up with all the goodness. I recommend heating up your pita. At the Greek restaurant, they dip it in the lamb grease. Not going to do that because I'm vegetarian, and I'm not going to dip it in the fake meat juice. But heat it up so that it doesn't break and that it doesn't taste like a shingle. Load on whatever you want. We had some cut up tomatoes, cucumber, cut up raw onion. It's best to use Vidalia onion because it's a milder onion to eat raw. If you eat too much raw onion, you're going to get a stomach ache. I can guarantee it. We also like to top it off with a little bit of crumbled feta. They don't do that at the restaurant, but I like that because I love feta. And here's the finished sauce. This is the consistency that you want. This is perfect. However, when you wake up tomorrow morning and you go for seconds, because you're going to want to eat this for breakfast. You're going to want to drink it, I promise you. It's going to be watery. So pour off the water. It's like when you buy cottage cheese or sour cream and it's, it's sitting around a little bit. It's, that's the whey that's coming off. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you could even mix it up if you want. But I prefer it to be thick, because then it doesn't run all over the place. Oh, who are we kidding? This is going to be all over your face. I don't even, what is it? What do you call that? How they wrap it up?
Stuffed grape leaves?
No, not like a stuffed grape leaves. I don't know, but they wrap it up and they twist the ends. And I remember when I was in college, there was a diner right by my college, and I sat there and I got a souvlaki platter, or gyro platter, which is really hero platter. And but I'm saying it the American way. I got a platter and I ate it with a knife and fork, and all the freaking waitresses were going nuts on me. I could hear them laughing from the back that I was this non-Greek girl here sitting eating this souvlaki or hero with a knife and a fork. So you got to get dirty if you want to be Greek. You dirty Greeks. All right, so I hope you make it. I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, much love.